So, in spite of what you've seen, the controversies and all, you want to start playing Star Citizen? Well, you're in the right place because I'll give you a great little tip to save you 10 bucks on your first game package, your first ship. As always, if it's your first time here, do consider subscribing to the channel. That's always appreciated. If you decide to start playing Star Citizen, I appreciate if you use my referral code. You will have there below. It will give you a little bit more money to start playing, and depending on when you use it, there's different events in which you may get armor, even a ship. So always use referral code. You will have mine below. So what's all of this about? Well, as always, CIG changes little things regarding how you start playing and the different offers and sales. And if you're smart about it, you can save quite a bit of money. Now, as always, before you even consider doing this, I suggest you watch my videos where I'm quite critical of the entire project, the entire business model that focuses so much on everything being about selling ships. But if you can look past that and you enjoy flying ships, there's really no other experience similar to this one, at least as of right now. Now, this is very much a tech demo. Yes, it is. There's no story, there's no progression. You just have isolated missions that you can play, and then really it's a lot about how you do your own fun, and that's up to you. But really, a game, it is not. Really just tech demo and a service that you can access by buying a ship along with a ship package, a game package. And that you do over here in Robert Space Industries. You go here, you go into Pledge Store. Again, you use your referral when you create the account so as to get the extra 5,000 credits of money and whatever offer is at that time. And here you will have the different game packages. Remember, you don't want to buy an isolated ship that will not include the actual game. You want to buy the game package, and there you see all of the different game packages being offered. And here is where you have a bunch of different options. You've probably seen some of the ones that people recommend. If you want the cheapest one, that's 45 bucks, and it's decent enough, the Aurora. The one I recommend, and most people in one way or another do as well, is the Avenger Titan. 85 bucks for this doesn't make any sense, and from here downwards, just no. But it is true that if you want to have a nice experience, you can do it with the Aurora MR. These ships are easy enough to buy in game. But if you want a solid starter ship, yeah, I cannot go with anything other than the Aegis Avenger Titan. Now, that is 75 bucks. How can you get the Avenger Titan or maybe even some of these for quite, for 10 bucks less? Well, you don't buy the Avenger Titan. You buy instead the Cutter starter pack. Now, bear with me. I'll explain how this works. Now, the Cutter is in itself quite nice. It's going for a discount here for 60 bucks, saving 15. So for $51, you have the game package. There you have the game package with the Cutter, the Drake Cutter ship, which is fine. Now, it's not nearly as good as the Avenger Titan, but I want to save money. I don't want to spend 75 bucks. I want to save a little bit of that, so I go and buy the Cutter. Now, the moment in which you do that, you spend $51. But so as to end up with the Avenger Titan, what I want to do is an upgrade of this ship that I just bought. So I can do that separately. I can always upgrade. You can never downgrade. You'll never get money back. And yes, you can melt ships, which you bought later, but you don't want to melt your game package, which is the first thing you buy. So forget about melting anything at this point. You do not want to melt the first ship you buy because it's attached to the actual game. If you melt the game package, you no longer have the game, okay? So you're not going to be melting this, but you can indeed upgrade it. So for that, I go to ship upgrades. These are the famous CCUs, the chassis upgrades. And for that, we'll look at the Cutter, right? We look at the Cutter right here. What we have in our hangar is a Cutter, right? So this is a ship we want to upgrade to anything at all. You can go crazy as much as you want. Not what I would suggest, but you can. Now, what we're interested in is going for this one. We're going for the Avenger Titan. Best starter ship, one of the best ships in game. All day long, yes. So you see, I can upgrade from the Cutter to the Avenger Titan for 15 bucks. $15, that's what I'll get. And it's going to be just as good as just going and buying it straight away. In your permanent hangar, you will now have the Avenger Titan. No longer will that be the cutter. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. But with this little thing, it's one of those little tricks in which, man, just dropping $15 on top of the game package that I bought, which costs $51. So I just go for $66. For $66, I end up with the game and the Avenger Titan instead of spending $75. Yeah, well, $9 instead, but still decent enough. Little saving there, and keep that in mind. And as always, there's things that end up happening later, buying the CCUs on Warbond and all of those things. I do have separate videos for that in case you're interested of going a little bit further down this craziness rabbit hole of buying ships with real money, which is really not what I would suggest. But there you go, guys. A little bit of saving money there in your first Star Citizen experience. If you appreciate this content, let me know. Subscribe. See you later. Take care.